so she powered it down, and they powered it back on, and we started getting phone calls too, restricted phone calls.
Get the out. We kill people at Curtis when you least expect. All your stupid friends.
And Curtis is the school.
Yeah, we were sitting in our living room, and my husband was on his cell phone, and so the camera phone would have been facing the couch that I was sitting at with my two young children. My son was eating top ramen covered in a blanket.
The noodles.
Yeah. And they described the blanket my son was covered in.
Using your phone's tracking device, authorities can now activate the microphone inside the dreaded thing, allowing them to eavesdrop on you and your conversations. It's serious business, and the FBI used this form of surveillance to keep tabs on critical conversations.
Both Apple and Google do tell you they collect location data when you use GPS, mapping, or other applications on your phones and droids.
We have to make sure that this information is made secure.
But for all the worry about privacy, to go completely off the grid these days would mean no cell phone, no internet, no Facebook, no credit cards, no flights, no tolls, no car. Still, it might be nice to tell companies some information is none of your business.
Button, and it brings up their screen.
The school's assistant principal spends part of each day remotely monitoring what the kids are doing on their laptops.
We have a photo booth.
He can see them, but they can't see him.
These kids are goofing off, taking pictures of themselves in class.
So wait, do all the kids have the cameras on?
6th and 7th grade have cameras.
Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that. And Judge, I need to know whether you will be a justice who believes that the constitutional journey must continue to speak to these consequential decisions, or that we've gone far enough in protecting against government intrusion into our autonomy, into the most personal decisions we make.
These are called electromyographic signals. The signals are picked up by electrodes planted on the skin.
The electrodes basically look like this. They're tiny little pads, much like you have in a doctor's office. So if she said the future out loud,
A future?
we have the signal that's corresponding to that muscular activity. But with subvocal speech, she doesn't have to move her mouth. She could say that word silently. So she would say the future silently. Here she said the future, but she didn't move her lips. And you can see that there is still the same signal being picked up by the electrodes underneath her throat.
Once the electrodes capture the signal, they can be transmitted, as if through a cell phone, to someone with an earpiece receiver.
So the newer sensors are the size of a dime, and they're going to continue to get smaller, and they're not very distant.
We've got a thing about annoying people with sound.
I got a thing of beating the shit out of Perps.
Please wake up. No sleeping in the library.
Now this is a speaker system. The whole idea of his sound spotlight system is to make sure that only one person can hear him, even though they're 20 meters away.
Hey, you there. You on the laptop. Are you downloading illegal files to the library network? I hope not. Hey, you there, studying. Miss, can you hear me? I think it's time for a break. Hey, you. Looking at CDs. We're watching.
Damn.
Taking the mickey out of innocent
laughed
readers
too.
might seem a bit
It ain't gonna
childish.
be funny with
But there's a
glasses back.
reason why Dr. Pompey comes here to test his kit.
A library is about the most sensitive area you can think of for background noise and generating sound that people don't want to hear.
So, as you sit watching TV, not only are there visible light waves from the TV striking your eyes, but also radio waves transmitting from a nearby station, and microwaves carrying cell phone calls and text messages, and waves from your neighbor's Wi-Fi, and GPS units in the cars driving by. There is a chaos of waves from all across the spectrum passing through your room right now. With all these waves around you, how can you possibly watch your TV show? Similar to tuning a radio to a specific radio station, our eyes are tuned to a specific region of the EM spectrum. and can detect energy with wavelengths from 400 to 700 nanometers, the visible light region of the spectrum. Objects appear to have color because EM waves interact with their molecules. Some wavelengths in the visible spectrum are reflected, and other wavelengths are absorbed. This leaf looks green because EM waves interact with the chlorophyll molecules. Waves between 492 and 577 nanometers in length are reflected, and our eye interprets this as the leaf being green.
That's what my boiler sounds like every damn night. It knocks and pings on the wall. Right behind my damn head. But that's what happens sometimes. Some of us that, get harassed so much that we have to live in the basement. That's why they want us to do that, so they could continue to harass us. It's probably easier for them to do it too. And my boiler is very loud like that too. And the radiator makes the noises too. I don't think the new ones do. Because this is an old house. So when I was fixing that shit, this boiler was new. But it still makes that noise. But the heater and the boiler, it's right behind my head. So of course I get voice to skull that way. I'm sure some of you do too. I yell at them though. I was sleeping really good, and this one guy, I don't know who it was, because I don't know, I saw his face, and he said something really rude. So I yelled at him, "You fucking asshole." I said something like that. I was like, trying to fucking sleep. Shut the fuck up. And he stopped laughing after that. It's gotta be somebody in the neighborhood that's doing it though. Because it sounded like it was very close. So it could be my asshole bread boy neighbor. Who knows? He speaks English. His parents do not. I mean, he speaks his own language too, but Polish they speak. But he does speak English. He used to be friendly towards me. And he's just friendly with everybody else. His girlfriend was nice, actually. She actually said hello to me at one time. I was like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Normal. That's normal. Now your neighbor's throwing bread at you in the middle of the night or in the early morning. That's not normal. That's witchcraft. Like, here's another video. Targeted individual do and police scan at the audible shots. We should train. I'm not going to watch this one today, but I was going to make a video about that anyway. But I kind of figured out that's what that was. That's how they did it. That makes sense if you think about it. We are living in Sodom and Gomorrah Part 2, so it is a spiritual battle. You know what happens too when people use this technology on us is it's demonized weapons, because the people that invent this stuff conjure up demons. And I know people don't think it's true, but it is. It's totally true. They conjure up demons, and demons tell them to make this stuff, So they build the stuff, and They build stuff, and then, you know, you get targeted. And then they make it like you can't get a different type of thing in your house, like my fridge right now. It is an older fridge, not many years old. I want to say it's about maybe 10, 15 years old. Just like a, you know, a little fridge down here, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't really freeze the ice like it's supposed to. I don't know why that's happening. That happens, but like right now it makes noise. Sometimes other times it makes an even louder noise than that. So even like that type of fridge, and it's made a couple years ago. You know, they put microchips and everything, so you kind of have to think of it that way. You know, everything nowadays has a microchip in it, so it doesn't matter if something was made 20 years ago, even 30 years ago, whenever it was, household appliances have microchips in them. And the people that invented the voiceless skull, they know how to use that stuff, you know. They're perps, you know, that's their gift from the handler. The handler gives them the voiceless skull machine. You saw that guy, he was just happy to use that stuff, you know. It's not funny. It's actually pretty sick in the head. So you gotta be sick in the head to actually want to use that kind of stuff on people, you know. Because, you know, some of us, we're going through some stuff, you know. And to have somebody harass us all the time is not like, it's not normal. It's not nice, you know. Like, do they want it back 10 times fold? Because that's what's gonna happen to them. You know, they don't seem to understand it. Like, you know, they're getting all these perks with a K, you know, for doing this stuff to us, when they don't realize that they're gonna be pretty afraid of what's coming for them, because God is gonna come down and punish them. He might even punish them now. It depends. If they really aren't repentant and sorry, and they're just like very happy that they're doing this stuff, like it's fun, like they don't feel any guilt or anything, then God's gonna do something to them quicker. Just so you know. That's why leave the revenge to the Lord. That's what he said. Listen to him, not the perps. So, because it's a very, very spiritual affair we're going through. That's why I tell you, get yourself a King James Bible, start reading. You know, Jesus was harassed. We start following him, we get harassed too. So I was watching a video where the guy said he was put on a special program in school from the time he first went to school. You know, you go to school in kindergarten, right? So from kindergarten until high school, he was definitely an MK Ultra programming in school. You know, a lot of teachers are Masons, and I've seen a teacher's license plate with a Mason symbol on it from my old school. I had somebody in my household go into the same school, and we went to pick him up one day, and there was the symbol in the car in front of us. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. It really does, because it's a social experiment. They want us to go crazy later on in life. They want us to make murders or any kind of other crime. They want us to be drunk. They want us to be dependent on drugs. You know what I mean? That's probably why I wasn't able to work, because they made it seem like I wasn't worthy of, you know, to be in society, basically. Plus, I was getting so stalking back then. It wasn't even funny how much stalking I was getting. I was getting way worse stalking. Even at the interviews, I would go on the train and there would be somebody there. You know, my ex-friend John would be there. Every doctor appointment I went to, he was there. This is before we had, you know, the iPhones and stuff. With the flip phones back in those days. And he still knew where the fuck I was going every 5 minutes. You know, when they say, well, there's a will, there's a way. Yep, your stalkers know where you are 24/7. like I said before, they worship demons, and the demons will come into their body, and they will astral project themselves to figure out where you are. If they don't know how to hack into your computers, you know, if they don't know how to hack into your computers, that's how they do it too. They do both, actually. Because how the hell are they gonna know? You know? First of all, I shut off the microphone on my phone. I shut off location services, microphone, off all the apps. Sorry, I shut all her ass up on every app. Because that's one the way they track you. I don't have WhatsApp, so they can't track me on that one. But there is a WhatsApp, you know, GangStalking app in WhatsApp that only the Perps use and the handlers. And it's hiding, they're hiding it through the WhatsApp. I don't know what it's called, I forgot. But you know what I mean? So like I said, you know, my teachers, they hated my guts from first grade. My kindergarten teacher was the best. Kindergarten and second grade, the best teachers I've had. Even my fourth grade teacher was really good. Very, you know, it was very odd that some of those teachers did not like me at all. I was a straight A student, you know, a nice kid. I honestly do believe that they told the other kid in the class to mess with me. And then they were angry because it wasn't affecting my grades. I tell you, the other teacher that I had, I don't remember her name. I think it was a third grade teacher. She put me in the back of the classroom with one little girl and told us not to write anything on our notebooks. But then she gave us homework. I'm like, are you fucking serious? What kind of teacher does that? And that was a social experiment. She wanted to see if I was going to have any kind of bravery or anything. And it kind of was. Some kid called me some kind of name. I don't know what it was, and I kicked him in the balls. And he tattled on me. He goes, she just kicked me in the balls. She goes, good, you probably deserved it. Oh, shit. I looked at her like, whoa. She said that? So, you know what I mean? It was a social experiment. They want to see how tough you are. You know, I'm pretty sure there's reports on me somewhere. And they definitely told the kids in my class, in my 5th grade class, to jump me after school. All the teachers were not there until I was on the floor. And they didn't stay, you know, not one teacher stayed with me when I went to the principal's office. And the lady that was taking down the report was angry with me because she was going home early and I disturbed it. Fuck you, lady. All that shit I went through. Any other one person would have killed themselves by now, but not me. I don't fucking care what you do to me, you perps. I don't fucking care. I don't care. I'm gonna expose your asses all the time. I have a camera in front of my fucking house. I have a camera in my hands, and I will expose your asses. I will show everybody on here, or any other platform that I got, what you people are doing. So other people that are going through the same thing won't feel alone. And they know they're not crazy, because you're the crazy ones, you stupid fucking perps. How you think you're not crazy? How you gonna go and harass people and then make money off of the harassment? Just to get a reaction out of somebody? You know, are you fucking serious? Get a real job. Instead of telling other people, get a job, you get a fucking real job. How about I fucking get a job harassing you right back? How about that? I should get paid for that. Because the shit ain't working on me anymore. You understand me? I will fucking kill you. I think you want me to kill you. You want me to go up to you and choke you out. Don't fuck with the quiet ones, is what I'm trying to get at. So you keep coming by my house, watching me in your car, and not saying anything to my face. Guess what's gonna happen to your ass? I would like to see you try it. I will get everything on camera, and if I can't beat your ass, I will go down to the nearest precinct and make sure they follow you. It's as simple as that, because I got all the evidence. Your ass is grass, alright? I don't fucking care if people in my own fucking household hate me. I don't fucking care anymore. Do you understand? Everybody's pushing and pushing and pushing everybody's buttons. One day, we're going to snap. And you're going to get arrested. How about that? You are going to mess with the wrong one. Okay? The only reason I haven't touched any of you is because I don't want to be stupid enough to go to jail like you. You people are the ones, you perps. You're not even people, you're fucking demons. But you perps are the ones that did some really fucking messed up shit to somebody somewhere. That you got arrested and booked and a police report was made on you. And they fucking told you if you mess with this person or that person, this person will give you a whole list of shit to do to this one person until we kill them or until they kill themselves. We'll drop the charges. Fuck you and fuck that fucking person that told you that shit. You're both going to die. You're going to die. You really are. I'm not going to kill you. But you keep working for Satan, he's going to take your ass out. So I don't have to take you out. Satan will. So good job playing on the wrong team, because you're going to get it. This is our year. The fucking karma is coming for you, perps. Go to fucking hell where you belong.